Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and bees of all ages. Welcome back to Terraria. If you didn't watch the episode 3.5, you should go do that because we got quite a bit of boss stuff from killing bosses in that episode. So I'd recommend you go watch that. If you're not a huge fan of watching boss kills in Terraria, then I guess not. I mean, it's up to you. We killed the Eater of Worlds, the Queen Bee, and Skeletron in that episode. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, last time I said I wanted to be doing the building. And if you see the map there, you'll see that I have it zoomed in because I would like to show you something that I don't want the map to spoil. I haven't done any building yet, but I have done something that I have to show. So let's hop down here, and if you see on the ground here, we have a large array of different blocks, chests, backgrounds, and all that kind of stuff. So these are all kinds of blocks I would love to use for building. Most of these over here is what we'll likely be using for the caves. For background and texture and whatnot. And then this stuff over here is what we'll probably be using for decoration. So let's start all the way over here. Now these are silly balloon blocks. They bounce, but they're also really colorful and they have a cool texture when you place lots of them together like this. You can buy these from the party girl during a party, and you can also turn them into backgrounds. So we might use this for like the party girl's house or something. And then these are ice blocks. You can actually craft the thin ice blocks now in 1.4. And they look pretty cool when you place them together. Oh, I was wondering why I wasn't like breaking them. It's because I have the frost spark boots. But yep, those are those blocks, and they look pretty nice. We'll probably be using some of these eventually, and then you can also make honey blocks, and you can place them, and you can actually make furniture and stuff out of them. It is annoying to walk on, so we'll probably use these in like conjunction with something else, but I would like to use them because the furniture looks really cool. And we have the dynasty blocks here, the wood, and then all of the platforms. I don't know if the platforms really go well together. We'll probably just use these as like an accent or something. And the dynasty wood looks really good for like ceilings and stuff, or roofs. Now here we have all of the gems and their respective blocks. So you can actually make the gem blocks with the ectomist and heavy workbench gems and rocks. So I'll show you how to do that in a little bit if you didn't know. But yeah, we have the gem spark blocks here, which are basically just neon blocks. I doubt we'll be using these a lot, but I just wanted to show them off. And then we have the gem spark backgrounds, and then the like off tone gem spark backgrounds that aren't actually like turned on. And then we have the gem blocks down here, and we'll probably use these in the cave just to make the stone less boring to look at, because there will probably be a lot of stone in here. And then the backgrounds will look really cool when we use them all together. And if you're wondering what's in these chests, it's just the gem spark blocks. And this is actually the amber blocks, and I really like the way that these look, and the amber background looks really cool too. I'm not a huge fan of the rest of the backgrounds, but we'll see. We'll see if we use them. And then these are all the ore blocks, and you might be thinking, hey, how did you get all the opposite ores to what you have in your world? So if we look on the left here, we have copper, lead, silver, and gold in our world. And there's a variant for each one of these that usually you can't get. But you can get them from silt, and you can get them from crates when fishing. So that's how we have a lot. And I do a lot of fishing, so we have a lot of all these other blocks as well. I really like the way that the lead bricks look, and the way that the iron bricks look. I think these look really cool for like a metallic background. And my other favorite one is the platinum. The platinum ones look amazing. And if you take the backgrounds here and place a whole bunch of them straight up, it looks really good as like a pillar. And we'll probably use that somewhere, but I'm not sure yet. As I said, I haven't really built anything. I'm still trying to figure out in my head what I really want to do with this place, essentially. And then over here, we have all of the different natural stone backgrounds that you can find. We have the fractured, the old, the stalactite, yep, the mottled, the worn, and then lastly the craggy. So we can use these, and we'll probably use a whole bunch of these, as well as the regular stone backgrounds and probably dirt backgrounds, to be honest, to make our cave look more natural. And again, you craft these with just stone blocks at an ectomist heavy workbench. And then here we have the smooth, what are they? The stone slabs, and then the accented stone slabs, and they basically look identical. I can't find any visual changes with them, but as you can see here, the stone slabs will connect to other blocks, whereas the accented ones don't. So if you look over here, the accented ones are on top and in the middle there, and they connect to each other, but they don't connect to the other ones. So that's pretty cool. I really like the way that the stone slabs look, so we'll probably use those around a bit. Now in here we have moss. So we can actually place this on bricks, which I don't actually have shown here. We can place it on bricks, we can place it on stone, and it'll spread and grow moss. I only found blue moss, but there's a couple other variants that you can find. And lava moss is a type of glowing moss you can find, and in your world you have a chance of getting krypton moss or one of the other two mosses, and we got krypton moss, and it is this green glowy shit right here, and I think it looks pretty cool. I doubt we'll be using it much because it would probably be hard to stop it from spreading everywhere else. I don't really have any ideas of how to stop it from spreading right now. And then we have marble and granite. So we'll probably use a large array of these blocks. But like I said, I was just laying it out here just so that we can see all of our options. And there are still more blocks, but I kind of ran out of room here. Yeah, even in this massive area, I ran out of room to display all the blocks here. So what we'll likely be using is a whole lot of stone, and then we'll probably throw in some of this stuff. We might throw in some moss, we might throw in some of this stuff. And then once I get the shape figured out and like all that stuff, then we'll probably have pillars, like background looking pillars, and maybe they'll have some actual block parts to them that'll be holding it up in the background. Now, if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, there is a cave, not really a cave, but like the dwarves' home that they go to at some point, and I can't remember the name of it, and I probably look really dumb, but I want it to kind of look like that, with like massive pillars in the background supporting the entire cave. And yeah, I think that looks really cool, and I'll try to emulate that a little bit. But, yes. Something I had pointed out to me was last video, I seem to mine really, really fast, and that is because on For the Worthy, blocks actually have like half health, I guess. It takes half as many hits to break a block, so if you're really confused as to why I was mining so fast in comparison to maybe in your world, that would be why I failed to explain that, and I felt really dumb afterwards. I was like, oh man, that's such a simple thing, and I totally forgot it. But anyways, other upgrades we have, well, not really upgrades, but other things we have now are, I went to the underworld and got a whole bunch of these fire blossoms, and as you see there, they just stopped being harvestable. Well, with the regrowth staff anyways. They only bloom from, I think it's 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and then they stop. You can still harvest them, but you won't get any seeds for it. And yeah, there's not really any potions we need for those. I just wanted them since we kind of have every other plant over here that we need. Anything else? I guess we have the bee armor now. You would have seen this if you watched episode 3.5. And this just gives us 2 more max minions and gives us a grand total of 8, 13, 23% more minion damage. So Our minions here do 24 with it on, and then if we take this off, they only do 20. So it's not a huge improvement, but it is an improvement nonetheless. We also have minions now. We didn't actually have these in the last episode. We have the imps, which is just crafted. The imp staff is just crafted from hellstone. So yes, I'm just gonna go stack all this junk away. I'm trying to think, what else did I do? I'm sure I did something else. I mean, I guess we explored the dungeon, and we might do that a bit more today, because we did that in a tiny little bit in episode 3.5. I would actually like to get the bone wand from the dungeon, so yeah, that'll help us with building just a little bit. And actually, you know what? Let's go explore the dungeon just a little bit right now. Just a little bit, because I'd like to just explore it a bit more. And yeah, I'll probably get the bone wand off camera before we start building, because it has like a really low drop chance from all of the enemies in the dungeon. And by really low, I mean like it is a 0.4% drop chance, which sucks, but the bone blocks do look pretty cool. And I would love to use them, so we're gonna have to get it. So yeah, I've been really lucky with rare drops, I'd like to point out, because I have the cell phone already. And if you didn't know what this is it shows us all of these things on the side here. This is all from this one item. And before this, you craft the PDA with all of the informational items, and then you craft it with a magic mirror to turn it into a cell phone. So it is a magic mirror, and it shows us all of the stuff, and it's great. So if you're a little concerned about the color of our dungeon here, this is a For the Worthy change that I failed to mention before. It actually changes the dungeon color to be more vibrant. So these are technically pink bricks. Like if we mine one here, it'll say pink brick, but it's not pink, it's actually like yellow. But if we place it back down, it'll be pink. So yeah. So let's just come down here really quick. Well, not really quick. We're gonna spend like the first part of the episode in the dungeon here. I'd say probably quite a bit of it, because I'm not going to be showing you like the whole building process or anything. I just want to show, I'll probably do like progress updates, like, hey, I finished this part of the building, and I finished this part, and now we have houses and whatever, like that. Just because, oh shit, just because I think it's going to take me a really long time to figure it all out. And I don't think it would be fun to watch me do my thought process on the building. So yeah, we're gonna come back here, spend a bit of time in the dungeon, and yeah, and then I will probably get to the building. Alright, so we're back, and just getting hit by these angry bones here is making me think I almost want to bring buffs for this, because everything just hits so hard. Another thing I want to do today, actually, I forgot about it, was if you know anything about Terraria, you'll know that technically we could go to hard mode right now, because we've beat all of the other bosses on our world except for the Wall of Flesh. Now, I'm not going to be doing that, and I kind of explained why in episode 3.5. I want to kill the Brain of Cthulu, and I also would like to get all of the achievements possible in pre-hard mode. So, to kill the Brain of Cthulhu, we're going to have to go to a corruption world, or a crimson world, which I wanted to do anyways. And I talked about that again in last episode, but I did not explain very much about it, and I did explain this in episode 1, which never happened because I didn't record it, but I don't want to have like a whole bunch of worlds that we just like hop back and forth to for loot and whatever. I just want to have 2. I want to have the corruption world we're on right now, and I would like to have a crimson world, and that's it. We need the crimson world just so that we can get the Brain of Cthulhu, and I do believe that you don't need it for the kill all the bosses achievements. I'm pretty sure you just have to kill either the worm, the Eater of Worlds or the Brain of Cthulhu, but killing it, I believe, is an achievement on its own. So we're gonna have to do that anyways. So we'll probably do that today, and we'll probably grab like a whole bunch of crimstone or crimtane bricks or whatever they're called, just so that we can make like a fishing area in our world eventually for all the biomes, so that we can just do crimson fishing in our world instead of having to go all the way to the other world for it. And that is also the world where we're going to be killing the... Holy shit, there's a lot of stars here. Is where we're going to be killing the Dungeon Guardian. Because we can't kill it on this world anymore, because we've entered the dungeon. But I do want to kill it, even though it's not an achievement. I talked about this. Well, I looked it up, actually, after episode 3.5, and it's not an achievement. I don't know where I got it from, that I thought it was an achievement, but I've never done it before, so I'd like to do it. And I will probably wait until the end of the series when we have our OP post-Moonlord gear, just because I want to do it properly. I don't want to, like, one-shot it or something. I'd like to do it properly and set up, like, a big-ass sky bridge made out of asphalt and outrun it and all of that fun stuff. But, yeah. I've talked us all the way back to the dungeon here, and I'll probably just go into, like, the same kind of thing I did for the, mining montage in episode 2, where I'll just bring you guys back if we find a chest or anything interesting, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here trying to get that bone wand. So, yeah, I'll see you guys back when we find something fun. Okay, so it's a little bit later. We're quite a ways farther down in the dungeon here, because there haven't been any chests for a while, but we found the bewitching table that I wanted. So if we right click this, you'll see Bewitched, increases the max number of minions, and now we can have 4 of these guys. So we're gonna yoink this and keep going. And I'd like to point out a couple of things that I've discovered while exploring the dungeon here. Well, you can't explode, or blow up, I guess, the dungeon bricks with dynamite, bombs, or, I mean, I guess those are the only 2 types of explosives, but you can't blow them up with dynamite or bombs. But what you can do with the dynamite and the bombs is you can actually blow up the spikes. So these take a little bit of time to mine, and they're super annoying and in the way all the time. So I've just been going through here and blowing them up with the dynamite. And another thing I'd like to point out is that, well, we could just fish in here. Like, I did find a big pool of water up here that we can just fish in for the dungeon loot. I'm pretty sure that this is more fun. So once we've looted all the chests and everything, that's probably what I'll do, is I'll probably just fish in here for the rest of the loot that we need. But yeah. Oh shit, there's a water candle somewhere, and we're getting the water candle debuff, which means more enemies are spawning, which is dangerous because they can easily kill us. So I believe there's actually like a blood moon right now too, so I don't know if that affects spawns if you're not above ground, but I know that it affects spawns if you're above ground. I don't know if it affects them if you're below, so I'll bring you back probably after the blood moon and once we find more loot and stuff. Okay, so I just got back to the dungeon after a blood moon there. I just finished it, and the reason I'm still doing blood moons, I don't really need any of the loot anymore, but we get these bloody tears from them. We have 8 right now, and we can use those to summon a blood moon. So once hard mode rolls around, we'll probably do a couple blood moons so that we can get some good loot from the fishing things there. And the reason I brought you back is because I just got a Clothier doll, and the Clothier doll, or the Clothier, I guess, is a NPC that spawns once you have beaten Skeletron. He's basically the guy that was cursed with Skeletron, and he'll move into your town. And what the doll does is if you equip it, it allows you to kill the Clothier, and if you do that, it'll summon Skeletron again. So that's basically how you fight him more than once. I don't really want to fight him more than once. I don't think I have any reason to, but I just like to inform you that we can do it if we would like. Oh, these guys inflict cursed and makes you unable to do anything, basically. If you're wondering why I wasn't shooting there. Hello, welcome back. So, it's been some time now, and I've spent just a tiny bit of time making like a little bit of pathways for spawns to get to me in this little area here. And if you see down there, we got a bone wand. Now, I'm not quite sure how much time I spent doing this, but I just finished it, and as I was sitting here, I noticed the bone wand down there. So, this is by no means like a super effective, super efficient like farm or anything. This is just like the crappy thing that I was gonna AFK in for a while, or not AFK, but like stand here and try and get mobs for a while. I was willing to sit here for, I don't know, maybe half an hour, but we didn't have to because as I finished it, we got the bone wand. So I'm gonna hopefully try and clear these guys out so that I can grab it. Quite a bit of money down here too. We could actually use this as a money farm. And it is a blood moon right now. This is the third night in a row, I believe, that it has been a blood moon. And I actually set my spawn here so that I could do that. And I moved the void vault over here just so that it's closer. We got a ancient necro helmet as well. I believe that is also a somewhat rare drop. I'd love to test out the bone wand, but these guys are going to be annoying as all hell. All my bones probably went into mob drops. Where did they all go? Yeah, there they are. 600 and whatever. Alright, let's maneuver our way over here. And actually, I never showed you the ectomist thing. So you have to have at least 6 graves. It might be 5, but I just put 6. And it'll generate this little mist on the ground here, and it'll turn this into a graveyard biome, which will spawn zombies during the day. It spawns ghosts, and it's all around a bad time to be in one of these. But with the ectomist, you can craft like naturally spawning blocks and naturally spawning backgrounds and stuff. So it is super cool, and I really like it. Other than the fact that you have to make a graveyard biome to get it, but yeah. I just want to come down here just so we can test out the bone wand, and then I will probably get to building, actually. It's been a few hours since I started recording, and I haven't built anything yet, and I don't know, I've been putting it off. Like, I'm excited to do it, but like at the same time, I know that it's going to take a long time and a lot of brain power to figure out the building style and such. So yeah, I've been kind of putting it off a bit, and yeah, as I thought, these look really cool. Yeah, so I'm glad that we spent the time to get this, because this will be an asset in our building. Because we can make like skeletons and shit all over our cave, just for a cool effect. All right, now I'm going to fight out the rest of this blood moon, and then I will probably move all of this junk into like a chest over here, and then get to work. And next time I see you, I will hopefully have a decent cave design set up. Okay, welcome back for what will probably be the final cutback. This is taking an excruciatingly long amount of time. I want to fill in all of the stone around it, because if you'll see, I made it a lot more like cave-like. Like there's all these little nooks and crannies and shit that go along the sides here, and I'd like to replace it all with stone because it looks so much better than dirt, and the backgrounds will all most likely be stone. This is just, I just kept this here so I know where the center is, and this is here so I know where the center is. Still-ish. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore now that it's not super square, but yeah, so that's the shape. if we scroll out on the map here, you'll actually be able to see it better. Yeah, I don't really have any other plans right now, other than putting some houses in this this big thing up above me here. I want to put some in here, and I want to put some up here, and then we'll probably come down here and put some up on like stilts or something up here. And then down here, I want this to connect to like the gemcorn farm, because this is where the underground begins. So, yep, we can do that there. And then I wanted to put the storage room up on the top left where we just were here. Up here. I'll put a part here, and then I'll probably put a part over here as well. But yeah, that's how that's going, and I probably won't get it done today. Like, even in this episode, this will probably be like okay, so today we're fighting whatever, and also this is how the base is going. So yeah, just because this is going to take a really, really long amount of time that I was not expecting. Like, I knew it was going to take a long time, but like, I don't know, I just I'm not feeling it today anymore. It was fun blowing up all of the shapes and stuff we have now, but like, placing everything with a stone is going to be really annoying, and then putting in all the backgrounds and shit is going to be annoying. So once we do all that, then we might have like another dedicated episode to this. But yeah, that's probably gonna do it for that. I've just been sleeping through the night there so that we don't get interrupted by mobs and shit while we're trying to work. And now for the last thing we wanted to do this episode, I said I wanted to fight the Brain of Cthulu. So let's go do that. I'm just going to clear out my inventory, grab a whole bunch of potions and platforms and shit, and then we can go head over there. Or we'll head over to a new world and check out the Crimson. Okay, so I'm just bringing you back before we get into it, just to show you the world generation. Oh, we can't actually do that. We have to, for the worthy. So, no cheats here. We're doing expert or master mode, Crimson, for the worthy. So this is not going to be any easier or anything of the sort. And as you can see here, this is a for the worthy world because everything is going to be backwards. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you me building the arena or anything, but maybe we'll just like explore the world a little bit. Actually, you know what? We probably don't have time for that. So I'm just gonna go build the arena, and then, yeah, we're gonna build the arena and then get right into the fight as quick as we can. Okay, so here we are in the Crimson. I've smashed 2 of the hearts, which is the equivalent of demon orbs, and I've set up this little arena. And yes, this is extremely small, but I am optimistic, and now I know I said that for Skeletron, and then we got beamed by him. I'm hoping that this one will go better, because it is below Skeletron on the progression list, and we have Skeletron tier stuff, so, well, a little bit of it anyways. So I'm hoping that this goes well. If it doesn't, I probably... Well, I might show the first one if we have time. If not, then I probably won't even show the first one if we don't kill it on the first one. Yeah, so if this is before, I'll probably only show when we kill it. So yeah. So this is where I would cut to the win, or I'll just continue on here where we're gonna kill it. So, yeah. Holy shit, there is a lot of blood crawlers in here. So if you haven't seen the Crimson before, it's a lot grosser than the Corruption, and it's like blood themed, and it's just, yeah, basically. So what we're gonna try first is the bee's knees. If that doesn't work out, then we'll switch to the blood rainbow, hopefully. And if that doesn't work out, then we'll probably go with the mini shark. But hopefully that will work out. Alright, let's smash this bad boy and... oh boy. Okay, so on a For the Worthy world, he has way more creepers. If you can't tell, I believe the amount is like literally double what he normally has. And holy shit. So now I probably will show the first attempt because it was so short. Yeah, so in order to defeat him, basically, you have to kill all of the creepers first, and then you'll be able to target the head. And we got tissue samples and crimtane, and that is the equivalent of the demonite and shadow scales on a corruption world. So I will probably build an arena above ground, and then I'll get back to you, because that was pretty pathetic. Alright, so I'm back. I made an arena up top here, and a little house so that I can respawn here, so I don't have to walk all the way from spawn back if I die again. And the plan is to smash this, and then teleport back up there, and hopefully it won't despawn. If it does, I'll just go make some of the crimson things to summon it. It's like a something brain, I think. Oh, that's a lot of creepers. Oh shit, it worked. I honestly did not think that that would work. And the creepers are lagging behind a bit, and we have to be careful on the top platform because it is not in the crimson. So creepers are pretty easy to take care of. They follow the brain around, so they're pretty easy to avoid. For the most part. And then once you kill them all, you go into like phase 2, and then the brain gets really difficult. He does this move. Yep, this move right here. I actually don't know which one it is. Normally, you'd be able to tell quite easily which one it is, but on For the Worthy, it is basically impossible to tell. I'm just going to do this just so I can figure out which one it is. Oh, this is really annoying. I hate this. That one. The one that's on fire. We might die again here. Yeah, see? Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And we got an achievement for it. So we had to do it for the achievement. So, yeah. I didn't expect that to be difficult. It's just we got a shitty start there in the underground arena there. I'm gonna pick up all of my shit here, and I will meet you back in our regular world to open the bags. Alright, so we're back, and we actually got the pet from it, which is awesome, and I think it looks great, honestly. It's cute, and it's kind of silly looking, so we're probably gonna use this instead of the Skeletron one, and we actually got the trophy, which is cool. Like, these used to be like the big thing to get, was the trophies, but it's kind of useless now. It's still a rare drop though, so whatever. And the treasure bag. So, Brain of Cthulu mask. That is terrifying looking. Gross. The Brain of Confusion. So this is really good. There's a chance to create illusions and dodge an attack temporarily. Increase critical chance after dodge. May confuse nearby enemies after being struck. So it is really good. I don't know what we would replace it with. Maybe the shark tooth necklace. But like basically, I don't think it's gonna show it, but if an enemy hits us, it has a chance to miss, and when we dodge, it also gives us an increased crit chance for a short amount of time. So yeah, that's all I have for this one. So in between episodes, I will probably make something of this massive hole, hopefully, and then that's probably all I'll do. I might do some random exploring and shit. Actually, I need to buy these. I'll do that after I outro. But other than that, probably won't do much. Just for another achievement thing, as far as I know, the only things we have left is to beat the Wall of Flesh. All of these other ones require us to be in hard mode in order to get these achievements. So we're probably done with pre-hard mode, but I will stay in pre-hard mode for quite a bit longer, so just so I can finish all the building and stuff. If I had to stay in episode wise, I would probably say like 2 or 3 more, maybe 4 more in pre-hard mode. There's a couple silly ones here, like equip a die in every possible slot and go to the top of the world. But that's about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just the 50th fishing one that we're gonna get. And then we're done with pre-hard mode. Yeah, so I'd say probably, this is episode 4, I'd probably say, I want to say like 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, or 9 will probably be the Wall of Flesh. If everything goes well and according to plan. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like. If you didn't though, that's fine. Maybe I'm just not your cup of tea. But anyways, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. And goodbye for now.